Can you remember back in 2005 when the Chrysler 300 came out, how dramatic an impact that vehicle had? It was purchased by all kinds of different people. So here we are in 2011 with the all-new Chrysler 300. So the job at Chrysler was to not screw up this iconic nameplate. With that in mind, they had some key objectives. Make the car just as dramatic to look at, make it more refined and upscale, improve the interior, improve the noise levels on the inside, basically make it a better all-round car. We're here in San Diego, we're going to take it for a drive and talk to the people who put it together.
There was a good foundation that we had to start with, but we wanted to make the car new so that we could kind of telegraph to the world that it was a different product. So we wanted to make it a little more contemporary, a little more refined, a little more elegant, sophisticated, a little less brutal than its predecessor. One of the main things that we've done is we've kept the proportion, but we changed the silhouette. So the grille was leaned back, the windshield was leaned back like 3 inches, and we stretched the rear edge of the deck lid further rearward too for better aerodynamics. Well, one of the things that was a common complaint is the outward visibility and the problem that people couldn't see the car. They would actually just discount the car because the perception was they wouldn't be able to see out of it. So we knew we had an issue there that we had to address. It was actually one of those things that was a little difficult or challenging because one of the things that made the car so unique was this, the proportion of the small glass to the large body size. So we still had to try and maintain that, but open up the glass a bit so that people could actually see out of it.
To complete the facelift, the new 300 gets all new exterior detailing, including grille, headlights, taillights, and wheels, and an updated interior that we'll touch on in a second. Pricing for the 300 starts at $32,995 for the new V6 and $39,995 for the 300C with the 5.7-liter Hemi. Then there's an all-wheel drive 300C at $41,995. This 300 is now equipped with a 3.6-liter Pentastar engine that's across the Chrysler line with 292 horsepower. And I got to tell you, for a big car, this engine moves out. It's got a 5-speed automatic, but next year will come with an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it does an excellent job of moving this car. And what's happening with that engine is it's opening up this vehicle to a much broader market. It's going to appeal to people that maybe are considering a mid-size V6 sedan, all the way up to people that want a full-size V8 sedan. So there's more people able to get into this vehicle and not feel like they're having a compromise. When you drive this Chrysler 300, it feels like a quality tuned suspension. It's quieter in here and a much more pleasurable car than the old one, which was excellent. Well, one of the shortcomings with the old Chrysler 300 was the interior. The car looked dynamite on the outside, but it really fell short on the inside. This new interior is really showcasing what Chrysler's doing with all of their interiors. Soft touch materials everywhere, big screen in the center here, and check out this huge moonroof, the panoramic roof that goes over the whole car. That is optional, mind you. Now, the other thing about this vehicle is the amount of glass now you can see out. One of the problems with the old model, people would get in it to try it and they couldn't see out very well, so they wouldn't even consider purchasing the 300. So they've improved that by 15%. Most notably, the windshield. They've made it much bigger. It doesn't seem like a big thing, but when you're at a stoplight with the old car, you used to have to do this to see the traffic lights. Not anymore. That makes a big difference when you're driving this vehicle. When the first Chrysler 300 came out, it won Car of the Year. Actually, it won more awards than any other car had ever won in the past. This new 2011 probably isn't going to capture the magic that the first one had, but it's appealing to a different market now. It's more upscale, it definitely looks different, but similar at the same time, and it has a much more refined interior, which will win over people that wouldn't even buy this car because the inside was so basic. So Chrysler is improving their entire line of vehicles. This is their flagship car. It's not only improved, it's different than the original.
See all the new Chrysler products by visiting our website. It's at drivingtelevision.com.